Blessed podcast. I'm your host, Raykel. This podcast is to help you experience being blessed that transcends a mere hashtag. Let me add my disclaimer. I'm not an evangelist, preacher, prophet, or Bible scholar. I'm just a God-worshiping, Jesus-loving, Bible-believing, New Thought Christian who believes that God blesses us according to our faith and how we work his principles. So if you're ready to be encouraged and get your faith, shook up, then you're in the right place. I'm broadcasting on WYTV7 Christian Broadcasters Network, a nonprofit charitable radio broadcast with a mission to empower, encourage, and educate. Donations are always welcome to further the mission. You can donate at www.wytv7.org. Today's podcast is sponsored by Tosin's Publishing. We publish books to make you think about what you think about. You can get your copy of Undefiled or Why Are Church Folk Poor on Amazon.com or BarnesandNobles.com. Or if you want an autographed copy, go to www.raykeltosin.com. So October is a special month. I actually call it Raytober because it's my birthday month. Yes, and this is my 50th birthday month, okay? So this is a special, special time. So all month I'm going to interview people who have made a difference in my life. And this first guest is very inspirational to me. Actually, I've known Glozell Green for, I think, over 20-something years, right? My son is turning 25.
No, it's got to be closer to 30.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. My son is turning 25, so it has to be longer than 25.
Right.
Yeah, so
I've been here for 18 years, so it's got to be like 30.
Yeah, a long time. But what you do, Glozell, you inspire me to be myself because you're you. And you inspire me to dream big. Because, I mean, you think about like where we come from and like our neighborhood, our community. Sometimes we don't want to dream big unless you can play basketball or you can sing really good. Most, normal people, we don't dream big. But you inspire me to keep dreaming big and thinking outside the box. Because I do some stuff that my family look at me like, and my friends like, really? But because I know you, I'm like, but I'm good. I'm good. So I appreciate you, and I wanted to have you on as my first guest in Raytober to share your story. And because I know that you also are one that believes that being blessed is not just about the things that you have, but it's about your mindset.
Hello, this is Glozell. Is you okay? Is you good? Because I want to know. First of all, I didn't know I'm the first in Raytober. That's exciting. And that's right. You are 50 in this month, right? Did you have your party?
October 8th, it'll be. So okay. It'll be later this
month. I started off this year right at your house doing, what did we do?
Vision boards.
So that's exciting.
Yes.
Also, you said New Thought Christian. We just gonna dive into it. What?
Oh, so you gonna interview me now?
Well, I want to know because I've been to your church and I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, because you came to the church for my son's spiritual baptism.
Yes, and I'm surprised that first of all that I influenced you because you influenced so many people for so long, and you did not include your academia, like how smart you are, like a lawyer and a pharmacist. Like who the heck? Who accomplishes that? And being female, and being black, and being, short.
And I look real short standing next to you.
Like, she's two apples tall, y'all. How did she learn, being so tiny, So.
That's why I had to be smart. I had to be tough too, being so little. I used to have to be tough too.
But you're talking, a lot of people sometimes don't think that church folks are educated, and here you are, the most educated, especially educated outside of theology.
Right.
There's a lot of doctors of theology, and that's excellent. That's wonderful. Love that. But I'm going, lawyer and pharmacist. I mean, that's a ministry in itself. You know, just
And you forgot I have a master's in counseling too.
Well, there you go. I didn't even know that. But none of that was mentioned in your beginning. I'm like, well,
that was on the very first show I talked about.
I want to hear it every time because I'm listening to it now. You know?
Anyway, let me just tell you, you asked about New Thought. So basically, I love my church. Della Reese was actually our founding minister.
Yeah, so when I went up, I'm like, okay, this is great. I knew she had a church.
Yeah, and I'm actually, later on this month, I'm going to have my pastor, Sherry, come on and really, so we can dive more into New Thought. So you have to listen.
I will listen.
Have a really good conversation about New Thought and the UFBL and Up Church, where we love you up to your divine potential.
Woo!
Like that commercial.
I enjoyed it. I just didn't understand. I wanted to know. So tell me when to. Okay.
I will tell you when to tune in so we can discuss that. But we want to talk about you.
Well, me. My name is Glozell. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I dubbed myself the Queen of YouTube. I was the first person. I didn't dub myself. My friend Leslie said, "You're the Queen of YouTube," and that was the first time anybody had ever said it. And since then, a lot of people say it, and that's great. But I feel like Little Richie, I was original. I was the one that said it. That's me, you know. Give me my due. And I got on the wave of YouTube right in the beginning, when the comedy clubs were just so late, and the audience that I felt like I was reaching couldn't even get in. You know, so there I would go first. I call myself like the Sesame Street of comedy, because I would go first, and then you get more raunchy or more funny, however, towards the end of the night. And that's how I know Kevin Hart from those days. Back in the day, I was always there. I've been bumped by him plenty of times. And here's the thing, 17, 18 years later, email out of the blue, why don't you come interview me and the cast that I'm in for Fatherhood? I'm like, what? You know, so staying true to yourself, because sometimes it takes people that long to know that, hey, this person's a good person. And there's many times you want to stop. You don't know who's thinking of you until they mention. You know, you don't know that anybody cares until President Obama's like, I want you to come to the White House. So you're like, you know who I am? Like, what? Okay.
That was amazing. Your interview with President Obama, I was just like, whoa. Because, you know,
my mom was like, oh, maybe she doing something.
That's what we say. Oh, she made it.
Yeah. You know, to a certain community, you know, to Mount Olive.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, up to then it's like, oh, Lord, y'all play for her because she up there just acting silly. You know?
Wait a minute, let's go back. Let's talk about the YouTube, because what even made you do YouTube videos? And in the videos that you do, what made you do that?
Well, I've always been silly. I've never been quite like a serious person. And comedy, and more physical comedy, when you think of like a Jim Carrey or a Carol Burnett type, or Lucille Ball, where it's not standing up telling jokes, it's more physical. You have to see what I'm doing. I started going to the Tonight Show, and it was free to go. And I'm like, well, this is where you watch the best of the best. Because I've seen Rihanna, I've seen Beyonce, I've seen Prince, I've seen so many artists perform live. And I just started taking notes. And from the notes, I started a blog. And from the blog, started a vlog where you're videoing people who are in line. And then people are like, well, we're not watching because we care about the people who are in line. We're watching because you're entertaining. So when I started doing things on my own, people started watching. Then I had a video that take off, and then a couple more, and I jumped on the YouTube wagon early. And I would tell the comedians, because I was still going to the comedy club, get on YouTube. They're like, no, because most people only have one set. And once you put it up there, then everybody's seen it. But in the comedy club, you can do the same set for years. And I'm like, well, I'm done with this, because I don't like the late night. I don't like, no one's heckling me. If they do online, you can just erase, delete, or ignore. So that was a perfect outlet for me, and I was ready to go, where most people are like, well, this is how you make it. You keep going to the comedy club, and that is still a venue. It's just not the one that I wanted to do.
Okay. Listen, my favorite video is the ALS challenge.
Oh, I couldn't have planned that if I tried.
I know. It's like, it felt that way. It was just
I couldn't have planned that if I tried. The water was so cold, you know, and I didn't know that my hair had flown like 100 feet behind me. I was just like, it's cold, and then the bucket hit me in my mouth. So I was like, I was trying to like, do I have teeth? Like I could feel the blood, but then the water kept coming. So, you know, and so it was just a hot mess that I could not have.
Okay, so that's my favorite, and I know I'm not the only one because I know for a fact that Oprah Winfrey liked that video.
Oh, so I'm like, okay. That's what I'm like, yes. Yeah, so you know that these people know who you are in the event that I'm like, hey, Oprah, how you doing?
But she actually retweeted, like she showed everybody your video.
Which is amazing. And I do think that also helped get me in the White House, you know.
Really?
I do. I mean, is Oprah?
It is Oprah.
And one thing about the White House, when you go, they never ask me for not one piece of identification.
What?
That means they already
in the White House?
Not a license, not a passport, not a thumbprint. That means they already knew my blood type. They knew everything, and of course, everything that I post. So that's one thing I tell people: if you keep it clean, you never know who can, you know, back you up. I say like, you know, Rosa Parks. Some say that she wasn't the first person to sit in the front, but she was the first person that everybody could back. You know. So I'm like, well, I kind of feel that way. That hey, I'm sure they thought of a lot of people who were funny. But it's like, well, Glozell has a clean background. You know, I don't curse. I don't do a lot of crazy stuff. And well, I do crazy stuff, but not, you know, vulgar stuff.
Right.
My videos. So when you're at the White House, it's fine.
Right.
You know, there's like, oh, she's gonna get drunk tomorrow, or she's go, you know, no, this kind of stuff.
So which one has been the one? Because you have like over 500 million views. Correct? Am I right on that fact?
It's over a billion views.
Over a billion views. But
on videos on my channels and other people's channels, my videos have gotten over a billion views. Yes.
Which is the one you think is the most popular, or the one that really the people, when you go out, that's the one that they remember?
The one that they will put on my tombstone would be the cinnamon challenge. That is for sure.
I did.
We're like, she died of cinnamon. Because I really almost did. So
oh my God.
It's just the ignorance of me doing things that people are like, this chick, you know, I'm like, I just thought I would try it. And I mean, what's the challenge? So I thought maybe more would be a challenge, and it was.
It was a challenge.
It was a challenge.
Yes.
That. Yes, it was a challenge.
Okay, so everybody knows you from YouTube videos. But you have gone into, I mean, you know, you are a true actor.
Thank you.
And let me tell you, when I saw you in the wedding.
Not that you put me in your movies. Okay, moving on.
Wait, but you speaking of that.
I went to the premiere.
You did. And wait a minute. Did you
even take a picture with me? No, but now here we are.
Wait a minute. Do you realize I did not know? You were just Glozell, my friend. Like, for real, you just Glozell, my friend. I had no idea who you were. I was like, Glozell, come on over. And it was like some millennial came over. Is that Glozell? And I was like, yeah, it's cool. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. And I was like, how you know Glozell? You from Orlando?
You went to Mount Olive? No.
You went to Mount Olive too? It's just crazy. And I mean, like, I know it's just like, I'm sure it's like your family and friends and people that we just slept on you. Like, we love you.
Completely.
We just slept on you.
You know, and sometimes I think those were the good times. Because now people are, you know, they come, they asking, they doing stuff, and you're like, or giving me their opinion, like, I didn't like this video. It was great when you weren't watching. It was just so wonderful. You did not know.
That's so... But it's crazy because I've been in LA for a while now with you, and I still just because when we see each other, whatever, you don't say, oh, and this is what I'm doing. And did you see? You didn't do that. You didn't promote yourself to me. You were just like, hey, girl.
That's true. That's true.
It's crazy. But okay, but my next movie, if you read the book, you saw your name all up in it.
Oh my God!
Those videos that she was watching.
So I'm auditioning now.
So you can be in the next movie.
Yes.
Well, maybe you can, do something. Yeah, for sure.
Your movie was great.
Talk about me.
Oh my gosh! The only time I get to talk to you is when I'm getting an interview. But no, okay, we talk about me. Okay.
We're gonna talk about you because the movie Wedding Ringer.
Yes.
When I saw your cameo in that, oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing in the movie to me.
I made sure I told Mr. Hart. Yes.
I was like, you need to be in more. And then, what other movies have you done?
I've done Trolls, which this is what I love, that I voiced the grandmother of Justin Timberlake, and I want that to go right under the Cinnamon Challenge. President Obama Cinnamon Challenge. I am Justin Timberlake's grandma in Trolls, so that is great. And Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, the Emoji Movie. I just finished one that's going to come out on ION network, and that's a Christmas romantic comedy. So those things are coming out, and I'm also still on the internet, so please check me out. Everyone, please subscribe. Tell
them where to subscribe.
Please subscribe to Glozell 1 on YouTube, Glozell on Instagram, and Glozell throughout all social media.
So, all right. So we spend the first half talking all about your blessings, basically. I mean, God has truly been blessing you.
Thank you. But
it didn't start off this way. So let's talk about how you got here, because you're not an overnight sensation. Because I remember you doing comedy back in Florida. I mean,
right. Oh, good luck with that, folks. Because the people that know you, we were talking about this before we started the show. That they just want to pass a hat, and here's your $3 and enjoy your life, and thank you for entertaining us for 45 hour.
Right.
So it was really good to get that practice, but for me to be taken seriously or to really know if I was really good, because when people are not paying, then it's like, hey, that was good enough. Yeah, I needed to leave. And everybody know, especially at that time, if you wanted to be on television or do film, you had to be in LA or New York. Now you have other places. You could be in Atlanta, Chicago, but still primarily LA and New York.
Right. So how was that?
It was hard to move because a part of me was like, I only lived in Florida and I was over 30. It's like not coming in as a little kid, because once let's say people are like, oh, I'm gonna go to college. Not that I'm discouraging college at all, but then they're gonna go to LA. There's people who have been auditioning since 2. Ozell went to her first audition at 3, and she's already done videos, and she was in the movie that I was in. So by the time you get here at 24 and 25, you are like 20 years behind some other people. That don't mean you can't make it, but people don't think that, oh, okay, I'm in LA, boom. It's not boom. And then there's other people you feel like, wow, how did they get the part? They're not as good as I am. Well,
okay.
Ozell was in the movie because I was in the movie, There's connections, and you just go that way. Like, I'm gonna be in your movie because
right.
It's like that. Whether I have the the chops, maybe or not. It's like, well, I'm asking. I know her. We're doing this together. So it's a lot of connections that need to be made, and it's not all about talent. It's not even who you know. It's who knows you.
That part. Oh my God, that is so. Because
a lot of people
oh,
we went to school together, but they don't know you when you get
right.
They don't know you.
Right. When you trying to get your movie made and trying to get people to read the script, then it's like, we went to school together.
Oh, when you come out here, we're gonna do boop 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 boop. We don't do boop boop boop.
Right. Oh, my phone is ringing. That's not good. And do you know my home phone never rings? That's the part. It never rings because I don't use it. Okay, but tell me, how did you stay focused and faithful to your dream? And like, how did you wake up in the morning and still know that you were blessed? Because I know you, and that's what you did. So how did you?
I didn't have a choice, and what I thought could be hindrance being older, it helped that I had so much knowledge, and I grew up in the church, and I already had a strong faith, for 30 years. And I didn't come up here. So it's really interesting seeing these young YouTubers, young stars, when they make it big at, I don't know, 17 or 25, and then they're gone. You have to have some grounding. And everybody says it's the same thing, because there's going to be days where you are tested, and you're going to be tested by the people who you thought was in your camp. And sometimes they're in your camp, but they're in your camp for a season. And you outgrow them, and you have to know that you outgrow them, and you grew them, and you have to know that you have to go.
Right.
So there's different cocoons. I call it cocoon time, and I'm in a cocoon time now. I'm like, okay, I got to shed some stuff. I got to get rid of some people. I got to, that's what you have to do, and you have to be strong enough to do it. And I already knew that because I was already older, and I got that, and solid background, solid parents.
Now,
like your mama.
Right. My mama, she was a sweetheart. Everybody, they talk about her so much, and I'm like, that woman was crazy to me, but everybody
do this and do that. I'm like, okay. She talks so sweet, but I feel like she didn't play. But,
she did not.
But you're like, her voice was just
right. She did not.
Woman. She didn't have to raise her voice.
No.
Me, I'm like, Glozell,
So speaking about Glozell,
yes,
he is just a wonder. And, I know you shared it in magazines, and would you just share with my audience about your, your journey to motherhood?
All right. Well, Glozell, I always say, like, I got Glozell on layaway because, it's so expensive to do IVF. So I'm just like doing payments. Child, she was born in the lab, however people want to say it. And, I say my green eggs and SK's ham, green eggs and ham, they put it together, and then they put it inside they grew it in a petri, wherever they do, they grow it, and then they put the embryo in someone else because they said I couldn't carry, but she's biologically mine and SK's. So there's different ways to do IVF, and fortunately for us, that she's biologically ours, but there's different ways to do it.
Right.
So I did 12 IVFs. So IVF will work if you have the finances to keep doing it. About 6 in, I did not have the finances to do it. I'm like, I'm still, because I was just determined.
But you have faith, and
yes, I'm like, I knew it was gonna work. It had to work.
Right.
I'm like, I knew it was gonna work, and so there we go. Finally, yay!
Yeah. So it's just that whole mindset that you have it, and I love that you have it because you help me. Like I said, you really do inspire me because you have the mindset that I'm gonna make it. So you still came out here when you were 30 because you had that mindset. God's gonna bless me. I'm gonna make it.
100%.
It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. With the 12 IVFs, I'm blessed. I got the faith. It's gonna happen the way I want to. So I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm not gonna give up. That's man. I mean, like, wow.
You have to, because sometimes that's all you have.
Yeah.
All you have is that memory of just, being back at church and you singing a hymn, and when you're by yourself, sometimes you have to go back there.
Yeah.
And think about those people that were there, and think about, okay, you can make it. Your ancestors, your people, where you come from,
right.
Your tribe.
Right. That's so deep. Okay, so I have to do this because I think we have about almost 5 minutes left.
What?
Right here, your book.
Is you okay?
Is you okay? What made you do a book, girl?
Hadn't done stand-up in a while, and I'm always telling stories. My stand-up, I used to say like Bill Cosby, so I have to come up with someone else because people go, but he was a storyteller, and so I wasn't like a setup, joke, boom, boom. I was a storyteller, and So it's like, well, it's time to do a book. I'm like, a book? Okay. So I collected all the stories of, you know, my life. And people were like, oh, this is so funny. And I put it together. And now, you know, there you go. Is you okay? Summed up.
Best-selling book.
Yes, and now it's time for part 2. Yeah. So I'm going to get ready to do that one day soon.
All right. Where can they get this book?
You can get that book at Amazon.com.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So we are really almost out of time. You said something about Tribe, and I have a Tribe Called Blessed Facebook group. So you are an official member.
Woo!
Tribe Called Blessed, and I know you are on social media a lot. So if you could go on and like sign up, and then maybe people can just like you can like send us information about what you're doing, so we can go to the movies, so we can see your video challenges, so we can follow Miss Ozell's rise to the top, the diva shit.
With Chinese speaking.
And I missed her birthday this year. I'm so hurt.
Oh, that's okay. You were jet setting, flying around.
I know. It's my 50th year. It's
that's what you do. It's okay.
Lorenz and I will be over there. And look, and I need to apologize to you for my child. We're going to talk about him later, child. Oh, but you know what? I think we're going to need to get together in another interview in February, because you always have good advice for me as far as dating.
Oh my! You don't listen to me.
And I know I don't listen to you, but maybe my audience will listen to you. Oh, me? What you say? Me and Deonzel, we just don't listen to you, do we?
Don't listen to me. But you know, whatever. They don't listen to me.
Wait, before I remember when I came out here to visit my dad one time. This was before you actually moved out here, and you told me, "Oh, I have somebody you can go out on a date with."
I didn't even know if you. We had never talked about that.
I went out with him. I did.
I know.
Oh my God! But it was. We went to a comedy show, and we went to see what's his name, the older guy.
Like Witherspoon?
No. The one that's just horrible. He talk about people so bad, especially white people.
Mooney.
Mooney. We went to see Paul Mooney. Which is God. Not the best first date for anybody, but he's so funny to me, and I'm laughing. And the guy, he wasn't laughing that much, because Paul Mooney is a bit much for people.
That was a strong. That was interesting.
That was a bad first date.
I did not know that.
Oh my gosh! And yeah, I was just like, he's thinking this is not good. He didn't call me back because I was laughing and he wasn't. So
well, he died. So there you go.
Oh
no! Yes, he died.
Look, we have got to go. I sure appreciate you for being my first guest in Raytober.
Raytober!
Yes!
Thank you so much for having me. And it looked like you're wearing green, but maybe it's...
I am wearing green. I'm wearing green for you today.
Thank you.
I do like green because, I am a rattler,
Strike again.
Strike again. Exactly. So I just want to... do you have anything that you wanted to tell the audience about coming up or something?
Yes, please get your November issue of Vanity Fair that's featuring myself in that. Vanity Fair magazine. And someone get one and get it to my mom because she don't know how. I don't. So I'm thinking there's a picture of myself and Ozell, and that's her first magazine. Well, no, she was in People magazine when she was born, but now. And that's the biggest thing coming up.
Vanity Fair. Nice.
In the movie, it's called Social Experiment. It's going to be on Ion.
And is it December?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll be looking out for you. Thank you, Glozell. And again,
I want to know about your son. What? Okay. All right.
I'll tell you. I'm going to call you later.
All right.
To my audience, if you want to donate to www.wytv7.org to help further the mission. And again, our sponsor was Tolson Publishing. Get your copy of Underproud today before it's a movie.
Oh, you looking like your mama. So sweet.
Oh,
your hair like that. She always had it pulled back.
She did.
Yes, you looking like her.
Everybody says I think the older I get, the more I look like her.
I mean, I never see you look more like her than right now.
Oh,
that's nice.
Have a good rest of your day, Glozell. And to everybody, Just remember, what God can do for others, he can do the same thing for you.
The same. Just relax. You can't worry and have faith at the same time. So,
Amen. Amen.